You know, we send our kids to school to learn things that help them later in life, so teachers continue to find the best way to not only teach, but light that fire for learning. With us this afternoon is the Salisbury School Destination Imagination Team, or DI team, along with Mrs. Taylor Klein, who is the teacher/DI team manager, right?
Yes.
Taylor, team, thank you for joining us today. I'm looking forward to this. I can't even explain how this is going. First off, could you introduce us to everybody here?
I can. We have Elodie, Jocelyn, Sarah, Simone, Oliver, Adam, and Ava, and they are in grades 6 through 8.
Guys, thanks for coming. Explain real quick, kind of give us an overview of what Destination Imagination is.
So it's actually a global competition that is kind of STEM focused, but there's also an improv piece to it. So the kids are challenged to build things, they're challenged to put on performances, and basically just think creatively in any way you can imagine.
Okay, so historically, how has the team done?
Well, there is no historical team. This is the inaugural year of the Salisbury School's DI team, which is what makes this win such a huge deal for us.
Wow, okay, so your team is competing in engineering, right? They had to build something that interacts with an inclined rope. Tell me about that.
I'm actually going to send that to them to tell you about it. They had to design a transporter, and I'm going to let them talk to you about how they did that.
Who's talking to us about that?
Oliver.
Oliver, take that microphone. Tell me about this thing that you made.
So how it works essentially, it has a motor that basically drives it up the rope with wheels, and it has to carry a certain amount of weight depending on how much, which varies in point.
Does it have to go both ways or just one way? Or?
One way.
One way. Okay. So, all right. Thank you. You also have to do a performance with your presentation.
Yes, and this is the part that I wasn't expecting. STEM is my bread and butter, but performance art is not really my forte, which is why this group has been so wonderful. They had to design a performance that incorporated their transporter and was in the style of a contemporary circus. And they kind of went all over the place with different stories and different scripts.
Yeah.
Elodie's going to tell you a little bit about their story, and then Adam is going to give you a taste of just what it would be like to be in the audience at one of our tournaments.
Okay, tell me about Elodie.
So, in the beginning, we had a different story, and then we went through regionals by default, and now...
Wait, by default, what's that mean?
There were no other teams in our challenge.
You were worried about getting first place, and you got it for competing.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry, go ahead.
So then we got to the state level, and we practiced really hard and completely changed our story within a month or two.
Oh.
So now it follows this guy who's in debt and he needs help. So he goes around and collects people from the town to be in his circus with him so that the king will like it and let him not be banished.
Okay, and I understand there's a song with this?
Yes. The man sings a song.
And that's
for
Adam?
The town, yeah.
Adam, would you sing part of that for us?
Sure.
I mean, I'd love to do the whole thing, but we haven't got time, so do part of it.
Yeah, okay. This is going to be the first two sections.
If only I had some money, if only I had some cash, if only I had a few bucks to spend, then my time in this town would last. I need to get a business together, I need to find a customer, I need to make sure they buy every day and pay and pay and pay.
Adam, thank you. We're going to get him on the Mid-South Audience stage.
Yes,
is what we're gonna do.
we were just talking about that's his future.
Oh my God. Okay, now you're pretty proud of these guys.
I'm very proud of these guys.
Why? I didn't realize this was the inaugural team.
Well, that's part of it, but also because kind of the heart and soul of DI is that the adults really have nothing to do with it. I'm there to make sure everyone is safe and everybody is supervised, but I'm not allowed to what they call interfere.
Okay.
None of the ideas are mine. All of the ideas are theirs. In fact, if DI was to find out that I had any input at all, they could be disqualified.
Okay.
So in terms of their show, their set, their transporter, it's all them, 100%. And they have to do instant challenges, which are basically either building or improv challenges that I don't know about, they don't know about. There's no knowledge beforehand. They have to go in, work as a team, and figure it out. So it's really cool to watch a group of 6th to 8th graders come together and solve problems that I would struggle with as an adult, and they're doing it, you know, this young, and it's just a really cool thing to see.
That's incredible, guys. Congratulations. Okay, so what was your favorite part of the whole competition thing so far? You're not done with it, right? You're not done with it. Okay, so what's your favorite part of this? Who wants to go first? Oh, here, Ava.
Well, my favorite part of DI is being able to work with people that I may have not known before now, and getting to experience these things with them means a lot to me. Just from the different types of challenges we do, the tournaments, the practices, just hanging out with them, it really means a lot to me.
Anybody else? Anybody else want to say anything? Sarah, right? No.
Yes.
Sarah, I got Sarah right.
You got
Okay.
it.
My favorite part about DI was being able to make friends and have experiences with people that I didn't think I'd ever be able to meet.
Okay, that's incredible. I love that. So now you're trying to raise money to go to the Globals.
Yes. So at Global Finals, we'll compete with all the teams from around not only the country but the world. There's teams from Brazil, teams from China, teams from all over that have won or placed in their state competition. And so we're all coming together in Kansas City at the end of May, and we'll get to show them our performance and our transporter and see how we stack up against them.
But the school doesn't have money set aside for you to do that, so you guys have to raise the money.
Correct. So we've had bake sales, we have like a flyer with our QR code that people can donate. They've come up with lots of fun ideas for how to raise some money and get some support for our team in its first year.
This is absolutely congratulations. Congratulations, Mrs. Klein. Congratulations, team. I look forward to hearing from you when you win the whole thing and come back and talk to us again. Thank you so much. Listen, if you can support these student efforts, what you'll do, you'll find a link on DelmarvaLife.com under what's happening today. Guys, congratulations and thank you for coming to talk to us.
Thank you for having us.